I don't
it's a long
believe so.
line. It's a long line.
I don't believe
You've
so.
achieved so much.
I believe Mats won in 1988 here.
No, you were number one seed.
Yeah, but Mats won, didn't
Yeah, you know, he did,
Yeah.
but you came back and won as the number one seed in 1989.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Do you believe me?
No,
Okay.
because I believe Mats was ranked number one at the time we started.
No, I don't think he was. Anyway,
Well, he just talked about it. He took it away from me
do you
in
know
New
what?
York.
Now I understand why Wayne called the ball in.
Yeah, I was going to ask Wayne to look around the room first and then focus on the draw.
Exactly. I'm going to kick. I'm not looking at any beautiful women right now. Wayne, he's all yours, okay? He's all yours.
Ivan, good to see you again,
You
mate.
too.
Okay, we will start with our number one and number two
I
seeds.
was watching you carefully from there, trying to sort of size up whether I have to look over your shoulder, but you did great.
Thank you. Okay, now you've got me flustered. Okay, line number one, Rafael Nadal. Line number 128, our number two seed, Roger Federer. First one drawn goes onto line 33.
Seed 4.
Seed 4, Robin Soderling. Onto line 33. Onto line 96. Seed number 3, Novak Djokovic.
Djokovic and Soderling, they're three I'll pick out, are getting closer or not?
I think so. I think what's happening in men's tennis right now that Rafa has improved periodically, and that's why he's number one at the moment. Roger has started playing a bit better towards the second half of the season, and I think Soderling, Murray and Djokovic have been improving, trying to close the gap. I think it's a fascinating time in men's tennis right now because of that.
He said this is his once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win 4 consecutive Grand Slams. It's an amazing moment in sport, isn't it? The start, we're on the precipice of something that hasn't been achieved since 1969 in men's tennis.
Correct, and as we talked earlier, it would be a little different, but I think in men's tennis we have had very interesting time over the last few years because first Pete broke Emerson's record, and then Roger broke Pete's record, and now Rafa is trying to get all 4 Grand Slam, all 4 at the same time, so it's great.
Nadal...
He would get Soderling in the quarters.
Yeah.
Semis, it's a...
And the winner
Nadal in the semis.
and Nadal in the semis.
And he had him in the quarters last year,
But
didn't he?
you got other players there, obviously Baghdadis, who has a very good record over here.
What's his injury status, Baghdadis?
He's healthy, he's been practicing, and we actually didn't mention that earlier about Ana Ivanovic as well, too. There has been reports that both have not been healthy, but they've both been practicing and will be ready to play.
So Marcus is... Song has got a great record here. He's been a finalist, a semi-finalist as well.
Correct. So this is a very strong... Then you have Gulbis,
Semi-finalist
who is a
in
very,
Sydney.
very dangerous player. And you also have Meltzer, who has had very good results last year, and that's why he's ranked 11th in the world. So I would say this probably, just looking at it quickly, is the strongest quarter of the draw.
I think this is Sam's year, personally. She's had a great preparation. I don't think the Australian Open is only about the month leading up, but I think it's the 6 months of matches leading into this event. Number 4.
We have our number 4 seed, Venus Williams. Onto line 96, we have our number 3 seed, Kim Clijsters. Seeds 5 to 8. First drawn goes on to line 32.
6.
Seed number 6, Francesca Schiavone.
Or who she's against, so she's got a seed.
Here I am, Bruce, right here.
83. Alicia, what's your head-to-head with the Roberta Vinci? Do you know off the top?
Well, I don't believe we've only faced each other in doubles to this point, but she's a handy player. She uses her slice a lot. That's one of her weapons. Not a particularly strong serve, so that's something that I'll need to capitalise on, as I did in the doubles. But definitely aggressive play will make for a good match there. I think... sorry, Bruce?
No, yeah. Right. You've got and then maybe Petrova after that. And just Petrova played Clijsters last year in the round of 32 and beat Kim with a remarkable scoreline. I think it was 6-love, 6-1, a bit like that game yesterday in Hobart. But it was about that, wasn't it? So that.
It was 6-love, 4-love to a point, I think.
Yeah, 6-love, 4-love at some stage, but maybe Kim played really well. It was just a terrific match. But Petrova and Clayton are due to play each other in the round of 32 again. If no, actually it'll be you and Clayton.
Oh, no, you're right, Bruce. You're right.
Anna Ivanovic. I tell you an interesting one, 89 and 90, because Greta Ryan had a great result in Auckland, where she beat Sharapova.
That's correct.
And Gorges and beat Wickmer in the final. So that would be a tough draw for Martinez Sanchez. We'll go to the bottom half of the second half. This was Vonne Ravers and we're Sam Stosur. So Lauren Davis, a wild card from the United States. Craig, how did the Americans, as Ryan Harrison and Lauren Davis, did they have a playoff or they just picked their young guns?
No, they had a playoff.
Okay.
And they hosted in Atlanta, Georgia. And similar to what we've done in the last 2 years, they had a 16-player playoff. And Lauren won that and Ryan won in the men's.
And we've just had the official draw. How do you like the way the chips have fallen this year?
Well, you know what? It's the year of many stories. You've got the potential Rafa Slam. He's in a half of the draw, which has generally the kinds of players that have like games, and unlike Roger Federer, who's in the other half of the draw, who has players that have like games with him, big serves and that. So, on the men's side, I don't think I've seen a draw where there's as many tough first and second round matchups ever before. Del Potro first round, look where Baghdadis is, and look at Nalbandian, former number 3 player in the world, Leighton Hewitt, former number 1, both very on good form. That's a tough first round for both of those two. And then on the women's side, you know, without Serena, there's opportunities potentially, but maybe not, because with the form of Sam Stosur, our own Sam Stosur, and Kim Clijsters coming in still in the finals of Sydney, Li Na, who's also in the finals of Sydney, and then new number 1, Caroline Wozniacki, had a great 2010, yet to win a Grand Slam. She would love to. I spent about 45 minutes to an hour with her yesterday chatting about some things, and it was interesting talking to her about her preparation coming in. And I think she feels like she's playing well. She's changed rackets, and she's looking forward to a good year.
And Dinara Safina is playing Kim Clijsters in the first round.
Forgot about that. You know, former number 1 Dinara Safina, Kim Clijsters as well. And there's 8 former number 1 players on the women's side of the draw, and some of them very recent, and 5 of them have yet to win a Grand Slam, Safina being one of them. So I think Dinara's looking at that and saying, oh geez, that would be really hard, and so is Clijsters looking at that. So, you know, what it does for us in scheduling, the first 2-3 days, it's a dream opportunity for us to put some fantastic matches on courts where fans can really get to watch some unbelievable tennis before we get towards the end of the second week.